So we were sitting here at the Indy Kiss Expo.
There's Keith LaRue came in right there.
There you go. We should get Keith on here.
Yeah.
So we are sitting here with, let's see, we were scraping the group for some additional
Talent.
interviews. So
Yeah.
we got a gentleman on here that we met in Atlanta.
Awesome.
Who uses the Ages of Rock podcast for his narcolepsy. And
You know, it's so funny, that story. I was in Atlanta at the expo, and the line, you remember, Bill, it was like 5 hours long.
oh yeah, it was
5 hours.
compared to this, that thing was this thing is
This is like a humming
it's
machine.
a machine, dude.
It's a
right?
machine, and it's all turned out so well, and the passes were numbered, and everybody's having a great time.
Yeah.
But that Atlanta gig is
Was
where I
a-
met the kids here, Billy and the rest of them. So I'm standing in line, and you guys are right behind me, and I'm new to podcast, and like I've been collecting Kiss forever, and I'm kind of new to the podcast, so I'm like skipping around and finding Podcast Rock City and you guys, and so I said, I know these guys. I know them. And they were talking about dinner and shit, like where they're going after this. And I was like, okay, the damn voices are cool. I don't know what's going on here. So I turned around and looked, and I introduced myself. If you don't remember, I said,
Yeah, I
hey,
remember.
hey, man, my name's Jeff. I'm Jeff Rogers from Alabama. And I know you. And I'm just trying to figure out from where. And then you started talking. And then before I knew it, I said, yes, I know you guys. I know you. I go to sleep every night listening to you.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
That was them.
That was our first endeavor at that event with somebody that knew us. And it was,
Well, what happened? What happened, Bill, is you gave me that look, like, in bed? You go to sleep? You go to sleep? And I was like, look, like I turn on my podcast at night, and I'm laying there in the bed, and I kind of unwinding and everything, and getting work off my mind and family stuff, and so I turn on your podcast, and I start, okay. And I never make it, the shows are awesome, and I never make it like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So then I have to come back and listen to it again and again. So that's the first thing that came to my mind. So y'all put me to sleep.
So what I heard you say was you never finish.
Yeah, it takes
In
forever.
bed, you never finish.
The podcast.
The podcast.
Oh, I can finish. I can finish. It's 15 minutes to go to sleep.
Oh,
but
gotcha.
way less than that for anything. I can finish. Yeah, I have no problem finishing. It's So a couple weeks later, and I kept saying, well, you said listen out for the next one. Listen out for the next one.
Yep.
So I did, and I played the show, and I forgot who y'all were talking about. You were talking about Atlanta, and so, but I forgot you were talking about Vinny and that crew and everything. And then about 20 or 30 minutes in, you say, hey, Jeff, wake up, we're talking. But it took me like 2.5 hours to get to that part. Like a week's worth of listening to get to that part of the show. And so then I was like texting up Bill. I heard you gave me the shout out, man, but it took me a few nights to get to that part. But y'all are awesome. It is so cool to meet guys like y'all that just love Kiss. And this expo's been amazing. I know y'all talked to amazing people.
Yep.
And you're scraping the barrel today to come find me.
No, man, it's cool.
It is so cool, and we just make friends, and you just can't be at a better place.
Yeah, it's cool. And it's funny. So we talked yesterday a little bit, and we're sitting here today. This is Sunday, so we're sitting here in the afternoon on Sunday, and Dennis looks over and he goes, Jeff Rogers is over there at the Thunderbird booth looking at those guitars, and I said,
oh yeah.
well, his wife's going to be pissed.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is not live, is it?
It's not live now, but it's going to.
Okay, we got to edit this part. It just listen up to this point and it goes, and then it picks back up. Okay, great to see you guys.
We don't. The good thing about our show is we don't edit anything, except for when we're spending money that we don't want our wives to know about.
There you go. So this part of the show is everybody listening who's made it this far, who hasn't fell asleep, Bill.
That's exactly right.
Who's made it this far, and it just goes, boo, and then it says, okay, see you guys next time, and then that's it.
There you go. Yep.
Yeah, Dennis came up behind me, and he says, I know that you have bought something. They got some sweet-looking Kiss guitars over there.
They do.
And Paul Combs, good friend of mine from Alabama, he's got several of the basses over there. Did you hear that LeBeau that they played last night? That's Paul's bass, which was actually modeled after Jeans LeBeau back in the Live days. I mean, it's so badass. But anyway, Paul over there has bought like 3 or 4 basses from home, and Jim's over there. But Dennis came up to me, he said, I bet you have bought something over here. And for 2 days, I've been looking at the Tobacco Burst Punisher over there. It's 20 years old. It's hand signed, hand numbered. I think they made like 50 or 60 of them back in '98. And he just made me a deal. Like, he gave me the old Alabama boy deal.
There you go.
So
there you go.
And me and my friend Tony Luker, I know you know the Lukers, him and his wife were arguing about it, and the minute I shook hands, Tony started crying. So it's all good. I didn't come intending to buy a guitar, and for anybody that knows me, I've got like 12 of them now, and I can't play anything.
Yeah. So I want you to tell a story about. So when we met in Atlanta, we talked about your adventure on the getting to the Kiss cruise.
Oh yeah.
And then so this might be the world's most expensive Kiss cruise.
It was for Jeff. It was for me. It was my first Kiss cruise, and for several years, I'm the Kiss fan that's been since I was 12, and I'm 54 now, and it's just on and on. But I had never been on a cruise, and so me and my son, my 28-year-old son, decided this is the time, because I'm not getting any younger, and Gene and Paul and the guys. So I said, let's do it. Let's do it. So I decided I was going to buy a bass from Gene. You got to. You just got to buy one. And so they gave me the website. They gave me the phone number, and I started calling. And I'm trying to squeak into this cruise, Bill. I'm trying to okay, I don't want the drink package. I'm not a heavy drinker, and we're going to be limited on the excursions and everything. So I said, okay, well, I'm going to squeak in and buy me just the first thing that I can get, entry level something. And this is January of 17. The cruise is 10 more months away.
Yeah.
So I call them up and I said, hey, how much is this axe? I don't have an axe at all. So what is this? And it was like $5,000, $5,600. It's like $5 or $6,000. I can't remember. Decent, beautiful axe. Gene signs it. You meet him and everything. So I was like, okay, cool. And so they tell me, how to pay for it and all that. So I said, okay, cool. So that's January 2017. At about February or March, I'm thinking, okay, I want a little something different, because, okay, everybody's got that one. So I want something a little different.
A little unique.
Yeah, a little unique.
Yeah.
So I call up and say, I see all these you're advertising, but can you do something a little different? Oh, yeah, we'll build you whatever you want. And I went
cha-ching,
back.
cha-ching.
Oh yeah, and I'm thinking, okay, add a couple $100 to that, and we're good. No, it doesn't work that way.
No.
So anyway, I called them up and said, just what are everything on the website, everybody's picking from. So let's go a little different. And they said, okay, well, we can build you. And I said, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame that they didn't play was gold and chrome axe. It was the gold body with the chrome blade and everything. Beautiful. They said, well, we don't make that one anymore. It was a limited thing for that one thing only. I said, I got it. But how about a solid chrome axe? Solid chrome, everything. Chrome neck, fretboard, everything chrome. And they said, well, we'll get back with you, see what we can do. And it took them a week or so, and so they called me back and said, yeah, we'll get it made up for you. And this is what it cost. And I said, holy shit, okay.
You can say that. It's okay.
So you're good. Beep. So anyway, I was like, holy shit, okay. Do y'all take PayPal payments? And if anybody out there, PayPal's looking for me. So don't send them this. So anyway, it starts running up there. It changed from like $6,000 to we're over the 10 mark now. And so I said, okay, it's a once in a deal, once in a lifetime. Let's do it. So that's about March. And here comes May. And I'm sitting there thinking, well, I want Gene to play it. I want him to play it.
Yeah.
And is that possible? So I call them back, and they said, oh, yeah, he'll play it. And you know what they said? They said Gene loves to play customs. He loves it, and he likes to talk about them. So I said, yeah, let's just can throw a couple hundred on there, and that will be good.
Mm-hmm.
They said, well, we'll get back with you. So about a week or two go by. Okay, you're on show number 2. You're all set. We'll come get you after the show. Gene will bring it to you and hand it over and sign it any way you want. And I said, well, how much are we talking about there? And they said, well, we're at the 13 range right now. And I said, holy shit, okay. I said, okay.
Oh, boy.
So, yeah, so I'm like, okay, it's not a motorcycle.
Had you called a lawyer yet?
No,
Okay.
but I'm looking for one.
I think
Bill.
you
I'm,
might think you're
I'm
good.
looking for one of those.
And if your
Do
wife,
you
and
owe? I'm looking for one of those. Do you owe right now? Don't pay that. Well, you pennies on the dollar. That's what I'm. Pennies on the dollar. So anyway,
if you're up to this much
yeah,
money
so
in debt,
so I'm in it. So I'm in it now, and
Yeah.
like I'm committed. And they're like, "Oh, we're building it for you." So I'm like, "Well, I can't really tell them."
yeah, you can't tell them no.
No, can't tell them no.
Yeah.
So here we go. So that is May, and I bought the Gene Chrome Axe, Gene Simmons Chrome Axe. And if you want one, it's at GeneSimmonsAxe.com. Probably, he'll probably like that part.
He didn't need you to sell it
No,
for him.
no, he doesn't. He doesn't. He doesn't need me. And I'm just asking. Maybe he'll give me a little bump off of mine. But so anyway, it's about July now. And remember, it's my first cruise.
Yep.
Me and my son are doing it up.
Yep.
And I said, well,
You
Paul.
only live once.
You only live once. And I said, Paul is there. How can you get a Kiss guitar from Gene and not get one from Paul?
Don't buy it.
Well, that's not logical. That's not even logical, Bill.
No, it's not logical, but that's how you do it.
That may be how you do it, but it was impossible. I mean, well, how do I do this?
Yeah.
How do I do it? So I call up Paul's people and said, I want something from Paul. And long story short, I ended up with a 12-string acoustic from Paul. It's beautiful. And that deal is they played it at the acoustic show, and then they number it, and they write the name of the song on the back of the guitar. Then you go meet Paul, and he talks about it. Then you do a little private acoustic set with them and everything, and it's a really good thing. Really, if anybody's never done it, everybody should do it once, if they can. But anyway, so I was thrilled to death when I got that one because Paul came out jamming. Kiss was on fire. It was awesome. He said, y'all remember the first song we played on MTV Unplugged? And everybody said, coming home. And Paul hit it. And his voice was beautiful, and it was coming home, and it was awesome. Bring tears to your eyes, and Kiss got through, and everybody was happy. I got the coming home guitar from Paul.
Oh, man, that is
it was-
awesome.
It was almost like a mistake because they had my case there, and it had number 15 on the case, but there was a 6-string in that case. And I said, I got a 12-string. And then they went into panic mode because I was the next person up to see Paul. And they just reached back there to find the first 12-string that they got, and it looked like they had tucked it back for someone. And the girl was, here, take this one, because I was next up at the table, and it was the coming home #1 guitar from the Kiss Cruise. So cool.
That's a good story.
It is. I thought that would be the last cruise. I really did. I thought, that's why we went. That's why we bought all the guitars, because, Kiss is not any younger. They're probably going to wind it up. And then they bring Ace on this next cruise. And
So have you bought?
no,
Oh,
no,
dude.
no. And so I said no, and I had to. I mean, how do we get out of this? Bill,
Are you married?
Yes, I am. So what am I
Dude,
supposed to do?
my wife would be flipping her lid, dude.
Well, I mean, what am I supposed to do? It's like, I'm sorry. I ran over the dog in
Okay,
the
do
drive.
you remember back in the 80s it had the drug tag that was just say no?
Yeah, that.
Yeah, it's like Kiss, Kiss,
That's
Cruise.
what. You know what they
guitars,
need?
just
they
say
need.
no.
They need like self-help.
Dude, they do.
They need like groups for this. They could be on. They could be here. They could be at the expo, like in a private room. Like you could go talk to them and sit in the corner and say, "Hi,
Yep.
my name is Jeff, and I'm addicted to Kiss."
Yeah.
And they talk about the pressures of the vendors, and and how I hit the ATM yesterday.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I did. Yeah,
Well, I did see. Well, you know what? You're right, because I did see you walking around yesterday with some pretty sweet,
Oh yeah, I
pretty sweet
picked up a few
things.
things.
I did check those out. Those are really cool.
Which one? What?
Well, I don't know if I should say it on here so you don't get in trouble.
I'll go ahead.
The tall.
Oh yeah, the Dynasty figures.
the Dynasty
I
figures.
saw those. If you hadn't seen those in person, I saw them online. And Joe Odell's a good friend of mine down there. He's got them, and Dennis is over here. He's wanting to sell me something.
No, he
bought it. What did you buy?
Signed,
He tucked it away. Wouldn't even let me see it. He knows Jeff will
Oh,
probably
you
want
bought
it.
it. It's a 4x8.
fate sign.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's
I already
cool.
had it on.
That's cool.
Did you buy an autograph? Did you buy a guitar to get autographed or anything? By 4x Fate? No.
You didn't? Do they have them for sale? Look at me. I'm looking. I'm like, where is their table? Where is it?
I got news for you. I have that 4x Fate CD.
I was like, where's their table at?
There's one right underneath there that's autographed. Do you see it right there?
Yeah, dude.
I will
that's
sell
cool.
you that for $5,000.
Let me check my credit.
But I don't do PayPal credit. I'm just going to tell you, bro.
I'm telling you. But yeah, I went to when I got here, and the first, I thought, okay, I'm going to be brave and just like, I have $100 in cash, and when that's gone,
that's what I did.
That's gone.
Yep.
When that's gone, it's gone. Well, it's like Vegas here.
It's worse than Vegas.
So like they wiped me out. They wiped me out like in 20 minutes.
And then 2 days.
And then you sneak up. And I'm here. I flew up by myself, so I'm just here with my KISS friends, and I'm still looking over my back. Like when I go to the ATM, I'm just like waiting on somebody to come around the corner. Like, what are you doing? So
you need Jiminy Cricket. Is what you need. You need a Jiminy Cricket sitting up on your shoulder.
So I hit it again today, but I hadn't had a chance to really buy anything because I stopped over at the table and they had the Tobacco Burst Punisher that I've been looking at, and so I closed it. And so as soon as Dennis walked up, he said, "I bet you Bill and I were back." I said, "Jeff Rogers is over there buying something," and no.
It's kind of funny. Your comment about Vegas is funny. So I was in Vegas with a buddy of mine, and we'd had a few drinks.
Oh yeah,
and
that's where it starts.
That's where it starts, right?
It always does.
But not here, right? So you can't drink here.
No.
So well, you can, and people are.
I just had like a monster drink. That's
so there's other drinks, but anyway, so but we're in Vegas, and he goes, "I'm gonna go play blackjack for a while," and I'm like, "Dude, you do not go play blackjack
for a while."
Yeah, because you're not in the shape to play. I said, "Actually, they want you to play right now."
Oh, that's me. Like, they bring you something. Do you want anything?
Yeah. So he goes, and then I get a phone call from him, and he goes, "I need some money to get to the airport." And I said,
God.
"What do you need to get money?" He goes, I took as much advance on my credit card as I could. I'm like, you are going to get murdered.
It's gone. Well, it's funny you said that because I did fly here.
At least you got something to show for it. You got jack squat.
Well, I flew here, and I went to the ATM, and then I went to the desk, the hotel desk. I said, "Y'all do have the free shuttle to get to the airport in case, I need a ride." So I can get home. I don't have to, I don't have to save back cab money because I got a free shuttle here. But you know what? It has been so awesome. I wish that everybody got together more often. Y'all have been really cool, the whole gang, and I really enjoyed being here and seeing y'all, getting to talk to you. Yeah, talk to you some more.
Yeah, it's cool, man. It's So
look at this guy. Look at him.
So how this podcast thing?
Huh? What's the matter?
Are we at 15 minutes yet?
What does it say?
Okay.
Huh?
20.
Are we over the line? Sorry.
No,
after you take out, look. After we take out everything that I bought, you're back down to 8 minutes. So
I think we're at 4. I think it's what's happened, to be honest with you. No, the cool thing about this is, I've come to a couple of KISS. The expos, and I come here and brought my kids and stuff like that. We met Jeannie and Paul when Paul did his book signing and stuff like that. They had one here.
That's so cool,
and it was really cool. But it's interesting being on this side of the fence because I'm here as a fan, but also here as a vendor in a way.
Mm-hmm.
We're Dennis and Alan and I are here trying to get people to listen to the podcast.
It's awesome.
We're giving away some stuff and that kind of stuff. But we really are trying to, it's also about being a fan. But the cool part is, we have made friends with people through other podcasts, from being at the Rock and Pod Expo in Nashville, and that it just continues. And then hooking up with people in line and having people come up to the table, and they're like,
y'all are like my KISS brothers right here.
There you go.
This is so cool.
Yeah, just you.
I just need a name tag that's got Bill Agee on there. No, don't try to justify it.
Who don't care?
That's right.
Look, obviously he does care because it's his nerve. It's a nerve we're striking him. He had a beautiful.
That could have said Alan is an asshole, and I would not have cared.
Actually, I thought it said
You know,
shithead, but I could be
but I was
wrong.
like looking.
It doesn't matter.
And what we're talking about, y'all were somewhere and met somebody, and it was so cool. And he was so proud of his picture, but he had your name tag on. I was
Yeah.
like, what
So
is
we met
that?
Gene.
Yeah,
We-
to meet Gene, he had like
yeah.
at the vault thing.
No, this was at Fort Wayne. So
Oh,
he was
okay.
in Fort Wayne last week. So we've had Phil and by that time we had
the band.
Yeah, we
Okay,
had Phil and
gotcha.
Ryan on the show by then, and now we
Cool
had
people.
Jeremy will be on this coming week. We interviewed Brian while we were here, and so we'll have all of them on at some point, except for Gene. So
Gene,
but
what does he want you to pay him?
I don't know. We just haven't reached out to Gene yet. So, but it was really interesting, and so they hooked us up. So they got those for us. So it was interesting when we got the passes. We went to Will Call, and I had an envelope with my name on it, and I opened them up, and they had
All
two, they
of
were
them had
both
your-
said they both had Bill Alci on them, and I'm like, you ain't going, bro. So I'm going 2 times, dude.
Oh, that was awesome. Yeah, I was like, Alan was all proud of his pictures and everything, and then I did the zoomed in on. I said, that's Bill's name on there. So,
Yeah, so what we did was we each went once. No, I'm just kidding.
That's awesome.
No, it was really cool, and
That's awesome.
and actually they did that. So there were 3 other couples, two people
yeah.
that were there, and they all had like one person's name on them.
Yeah.
So it didn't matter. So it was okay. They just do that, whatever.
That's something
Cool
I hadn't
experience, though.
seen. The Gene Simmons band. I want to see them.
I'm telling you, that band is phenomenal.
I've seen them here. I
Right,
saw them
yeah.
on the show, but I haven't seen them perform with Gene. And
They're phenomenal. They dig deep. They push him. Well, actually, they
can
played.
play anything. They can play anything.
Well, the day when we saw them on that Friday, we were out in the parking lot listening to the sound check
Yeah.
with Gene, and Jeremy started playing Rockin' the USA,
Oh yeah.
and Gene's like, "Oh, hey, let's
play that.
Yeah,
Let's
let's play
play
it." So in the show, they played it that night.
Wow.
So it was interesting. I'm not a big Elder fan. It's not one of the
You
records
know-
I like. But they played in that show. They played "A World Without Heroes" and I.
That,
there's
that's
there's
like my
stuff they
2
don't-
songs on there.
Yeah, okay. So I have 3 songs. If I have to listen to it, there's 3 songs I like. It's those 2, and it's "Dark Light."
Oh yeah,
And-
and on the Kiss cruise, Kiss shut the show down with
Yeah.
with all the confetti and everything, and it was amazing. And I don't know if you heard, but they started playing Rock and Roll All Night, and then and Paul said, wait a minute, no, that's why you got to listen in rehearsals. And then they started playing so it was amazing.
The place went bananas.
Oh, it was crazy. It was crazy.
It went bananas there too. It was cool.
Yeah. So that's one of the albums that I kind of just had to go back to.
Yeah, I keep going back,
And
and,
you know
I just keep
another
getting
one,
rejected.
another one, Carnival of Souls.
I love that record.
You know what? That a lot of people either love it or hate it. And I
Yep.
said they are really grungy right there.
I liked it. Just it was gritty.
Yeah, yeah.
It was different.
Yeah.
It wasn't them trying to be, because it could have went the other way.
Right.
Very easily could have went the other way. So.
But that is another one that I started back. It's grown up and
Yeah.
gone back to put back into my catalog there.
Yeah.
But it's so cool. It's so cool being here, meeting you guys.
Yeah, cool.
Dennis he's taking me into the next room over there to the sit down and let's talk about our issues.
Dennis is
Our
going to be
se-
your
our-
therapist. You're
yeah,
in trouble,
our-
dude. I
our-
got news for you. You have no idea.
We were talking about addictions, and I said, they need one for Kiss addictions.
Yeah,
they
Kiss
need like
addictions.
another room where you can sit down and say, "Hi, my name is Jeff."
Didn't their room say Kiss Addictions? Isn't that what that says over there?
Yeah,
That's the sign.
That's where we all sitting, and there's no
Yeah.
there's no judgment. You just sit
You
there.
just sit there, get your things out. Jeff, man, it's been awesome having you on the show,
brother.
man.
It's good to meet, see
it's
y'all again.
Good to have you here. So,
I'm just need that Bill Agee name tag.
Yeah,
and
that's right.
I get my Ace
Yeah.
backstage thing going back there.
So Jeff, I hope you're still awake. Jeff, are you still awake?
Wake up, Jeff. It's yourself. It's yourself in the future. See
Yeah.
you, brothers.
All
Awesome.
right.
Take care.
Take care, man.